Now in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. So let's talk about where you're living at the moment. How far away from here are you living at the moment?
About 1,068 kilometers, I guess, technically, that number.
I live in my university dormitory now, and it's in the Taoyuan city and Zhongli area, and a small town named Neili. And I was living with my 3 roommates in my dormitory, and I take train to here about 5 minutes, and it's not quite so far from here.
At the moment, I live in New Taipei City. It's a medium-sized town, and I think it takes about 40 minutes to here. Yeah.
Well, actually, now I'm living in Guangzhou, the mainland China. I guess maybe about 100 or 1,000 miles away.
I live near in Zhongli railway station, which is very near from here. It just takes around 5 minutes by walking from my house to this.
How far? It took about 30 minutes to here, and
I'm living in Taoyuan City, and that is probably I have to spend probably 15 minutes for taking the train to here.
I live in Kaohsiung, so I think it's really far to Taipei, and it's difficult for me to come to Taipei because sometimes it takes much time to take the train or the bus. So we have to, if we are in a rush, we have to arrive here more quickly. We have to take the high-speed rail, but it's spend a lot of money.
I live in Shanghai, one of the city in China, and my hometown is in Mongolia. I have been to Shanghai for several years because I arrived to the university in Shanghai, and I'm very I love this city because it's very modern and have a lot of fun from it.
I actually live in New Taipei City in Xinzhuang, which is like, if you take the bus, it's approximately an hour of the traffic, but if you drive on your own, I believe it's like approximately 20 minutes if there's no traffic on the way. Yeah.
Okay, here's another one of those introductory videos, and this one is about distance. Let's have a listen. Now in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. So let's talk about where you're living at the moment. How far away from here are you living at the moment? Okay, how far? Here's sample 1.
About 1,068 kilometers.
I love the fact that it's such an exact number and he says about.
I guess, technically, that number.
Pretty good, except maybe because the question is how far, right? So 1,068 kilometers away I guess technically that distance, because we're talking about distances, that would have been better. Sample 2.
I live in my university dormitory now, and it's in
I noticed the accent here.
the Taoyuan city and Zhongli area, and
This word is area, not Aryan.
a small town named Neili, and I was living with
I don't know why this is in the past tense. Is he not still living there?
my 3 roommates in my.
Oh my goodness. But nobody wants to know all this. The question is just how far from here. The question is not about roommates. The question is not about what city you're living in. They want to know about the distance.
My dormitory, and I take train to here about 5 minutes, and it's not quite so far from here.
Okay, so it's not very far from here. It's about 5 minutes by train. Not I take train to here about 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes by train. Alright, here's sample 4.
At the moment, I live in New Taipei City. It's a medium-sized town, and I think it takes about 40 minutes to here.
You could say like that, but it has to be it's. No, not it's. It takes about 40 minutes to get here. It takes about 40 minutes to get here. So, I don't know if this is by car or what. You could say it takes about 40 minutes by car to get here, or it takes about 40 minutes to get here by car. Here's sample 4.
Well, actually, now I'm living in Guangzhou, the mainland China.
There's no the for mainland China.
I guess maybe about 100 or 1,000 miles away.
Okay, he seems to have gotten confused between 100 and 1,000. I don't know why he's using miles. I mean, in China they use kilometers. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just curious about that. Sample 5.
I live near in Zhongli.
Near in. You've got to choose one of those. I live near the Zhongli railway station. The Zhongli railway station. This is the name of a place, but if you add railway station to it, you have to say the.
Railway station, which is very near from here.
Which is very near to here. Near to here. Oh, I see here. It just takes
around 5 minutes by walking from my house to this.
This is not used to describe places. So you could say it's 5 minutes on foot from here. It's 5 minutes on foot, not by walking. No, it's 5 minutes by foot or on foot.
How far? It took about.
She said took, not to. There's no is then. This is the main verb. So it took about 30.
How far? It took about 30 minutes to here. And
well, if you don't have anything to say, then why say and? Because the examiner is just going to wait for you. Because you say and, they expect you to say something, and then you have this awkward silence. Don't say and if you don't have anything to add. Sample 7.
Oh, I'm living in Taoyuan city, and that is probably I have to spend probably 15 minutes for taking the train to here.
Okay, some problems here with the grammar. That is probably. No, the probably has to go with the verb. So I probably have to spend about 15 minutes on the train getting here. If you really want to use the word spend, it has to be I probably spend about 15 minutes on the train getting here, not to here, just getting here. Sample 8.
I live in Kaohsiung, so I think it's really far to Taipei, and it's difficult for me to come to Taipei because sometimes it takes much time to take the train or the bus. So we have to, if we are in a rush
Okay, I know the name of the place where she lives, Kaohsiung, but I still don't know how far it is. She didn't exactly say.
we have to go arrive here more quickly. We have to take the high-speed rail, but it's spend a lot of money.
And I still don't know how far away it is. It's spend a lot of money. No. If the subject is it's costs. It costs a lot of money. So she didn't really answer this question. Well, I guess she did. She said here, I think it's really far. Maybe she doesn't know how far. Okay, so she lives in Kaohsiung, is really far away. I take it back. She didn't answer the question here in the beginning. All of this is unnecessary. Say, I live in Kaohsiung, it's pretty far away. It's in the southern part of the country. Why not say that? About being in a rush. And then she made some errors here too. So if we are in a rush in the early, I don't know what she wanted to say here, we have to arrive here more quickly. So when we are in a rush to go to Taipei, we have to take the high-speed rail, but it costs a lot of money. Here's sample 9.
I live in Shanghai.
For cities, there's no the.
One of the city in China.
If you say one of the, then the next noun has to be in the plural. So one of the cities in China. But I don't think it's necessary to explain to us what Shanghai is. I think most people probably know what it is.
And my hometown is in Mongolia. I have been to Shanghai for several years.
Okay, again, the question is how far away do you live? They don't ask you about your university or why you love the city. All of this is irrelevant.
To the university in Shanghai, and
I arrived to the university in Shanghai. I went to Shanghai for school, or I went to Shanghai to study at university.
I'm very I love this city.
And you can't say very like or very love. I like this city very much, or I love the city very much.
It's very modern and have a lot of fun from it.
And have a lot of fun from it. Nope, it is very modern and fun. Modern is an adjective. This is good. It's very modern. Yes. Fun is also an adjective. So just say and fun. There's no have a lot of. No. But anyway, all of this is irrelevant. I don't care about this. The question does not concern any of those points. Here's sample 10.
I actually live in New Taipei City in Xinzhuang.
Very, very good pronunciation here.
Just like if you take the bus, it's approximately an hour of the traffic. But
It's approximately an hour. The traffic. I don't know what this means. Like does she mean it's an hour away if the traffic is bad? I don't know what this means. If the traffic is bad, it's an hour away?
if you drive on your own.
In English, we don't say if you drive on your own. We just say if you drive. There's no on your own. I mean, if there is one person in the car, or if there are two people in the car, it doesn't make a difference. You're not going to go faster if you're the only person in the car. So just if you drive.
It's like approximately 20 minutes if there's no traffic on the way. Yeah.
Okay, this last part here, let's go back to that. If there's no traffic on the way, that is good. Everything was good except this, if you drive on your own. She shouldn't have said that. Pronunciation, really good. I think we'll probably listen to her in the future sometime again.